Coming to you live from New York's #1 hip hop video show, Bless Me Video. And Scratch Me TV represent the best of hip hop and dancehall video. I'm lounging with a woman that needs no introduction, such an icon in this business, Claudia Wells. How you doing?
I'm just very well. I just noticed your Versace set. Yes, those are beautiful. I'm well and I'm grateful to be on your show. God is my savior. Jesus is his son.
That's right.
Praying is in the book of life. And no matter how broken anyone ever gets, God heals. He takes the broken pieces and he beats them all back together. And since it's not like the original, but it's the broken pieces glued back together, now it's priceless.
No doubt.
That's for Lord I saw.
That's right, baby. And you lounging on New York's #1 hip hop video show. Now, tell the people how you got your start in the whole acting game and how did you get the infamous part, because Marty Bro played, but that's a feature.
I knew I wanted to be an actress as soon as I watched television. And I told my mom, I'm going to be on that television, that I was crying because I didn't know how to get so smart, that I would fit inside a TV. And then there was a TV show where if you invent something, you could be on the show. And I invented something. And then my mom said, no, honey, that's reruns about 20 years ago. So then I started doing opera in San Francisco as a singer. And I was a founding member of the San Francisco Girls Chorus. My family are singers.
Okay.
But I'm not. But I want to act so bad. If I had to sing, to act on stage, I'll do that. And then I talked to my mom into moving to LA, so I had to be a proper actress after the 8th grade. Got an agent, started getting cards. Screen tested for every 80s cult hit film in getting. And by the time I got to Back in the Future, it was one audition.
Oh, wow.
Yes, with Steven Spielberg, Bob Gale, Bob Zemeckis, Neil Canton, Frank Marshall, Kathleen Kennedy, all of them.
Oh, wow.
Because I had just not gotten the starring role. There were Gremlins, Goonies, Young Sherlock Holmes, all Amblin movies.
Okay.
So I think they just felt like they had to cast me because as I'm turning them down so many times, they had to do the right thing.
No doubt. So all the youth out there, what would you say is an aspirational word to all the young ladies out there that want to get into the business, want to try to get in like how you got in? You know what I mean? What inspirational word would you give to them about, getting into the business?
All right, this is what I've always said. If there's any other career that you can imagine doing that you'd bless you, make you happy to do that. Right. If there isn't, and that means God has put it in your heart that you're meant to be an entertainer.
Yeah.
Do the best you can. Understand that it's a judgmental business. It's subjectively judgmental to who you are. So you absolutely have to stand on what God says you are. It's not what people say you are. And God says that you're beautifully and wonderfully made, and He created you in the womb of your mother, and who created you before the beginning of time. You have to stand on so you don't get sucked into this depression and sadness, the personal addiction.
Doubt. Now, was it hard for you as you just start, doing this? Was it hard, or was it easy to you to get into?
It was both.
Okay.
I'm the only actress in my entire bloodline. I come from, my father is one of the most brilliant scientists ever lived. I come from intellectuals.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that didn't go to college, except for a couple of night school classes, because I was already doing my career.
Yeah.
So I never had a doubt that failure would ever be an option. I knew I'd be successful from the beginning. It never occurred to me I wouldn't be. I had his insight. I knew it. And I walked toward it from kindergarten on.
Wow. Now, looking back at the 1985 iconic movie, did you think that it would transcend generations the way it has, now?
I think God kissed that. There's never words. Yes, it's a perfect movie. Yes, the actor's boy. Yes, the right director. All of that is great. Only when God kisses something, Kyle, that worldwide, forever. And that I got to be what?
Yeah.
Grateful.
Because you got a lot of girls on Halloween, dressing up trying to be like you. How does that feel that you got, kids that wasn't even born when the movie was popping, You know what I mean? But now that they, they aspire to look, and she still look young. She still look good. You look younger now than you did back then.
That's funny.
For real. And you see the fly outfit, right? You see, what made you come out with this album right here?
Okay, first of all, this is my Jennifer Having a Ride shirt. And my friend designed it, who does ink art. He's amazing, Timothy Lim. Because I created the Back to the Future have a clock tower shirt. But then someone else got the rights to it and sold all over the world. So that this one's got 12 colors. So I'm hoping it won't get stolen
No doubt.
or recreated.
Right.
And then, Jerry told me casual. And I'm like, okay, I'll do casual. I'm in jeans. But I got you this.
So is this from Young Line?
No, I sell men's clothes. I got this online.
Marty Wells. All right.
Yeah.
I know. I know.
This is the first time I ever worn this.
Okay.
And I just thought, I tend to be able to get away with things that other people are like, I don't know how you say that, but
yeah, for real. How was the transitioning going from actress to fashion entrepreneur? You know what I mean? Because Armani Wells, you know what I mean? Your store. Tell them where it's at and where they could go and pick up all the flop.
Okay, so you go to ArmaniWells.com. You have to schedule an appointment.
Okay.
Already open by appointment.
So that means I could come out there and hang out with you.
Oh, you would love it. My store is a man's paradise.
Okay.
And I lift hen up and I show them who they are and I show them how they deserve to be treated. I show them how they're much more gorgeous than they have any idea. And everything is fair prices for the finest end product you could ever find in the world. From jeans to tuxedos, head to toe. I've been open since I was 25.
Wow.
I'm in my 33rd year. I run this store myself.
Wow.
God owns it. And it's a place where men get to see who they are, really how they deserve to be treated. Because I serve men, they have a hard rap and not getting credit for the stress on their lives. So in my store, I give them the credit and I show them that so water meets its own level. When they go out there, then they know who they are.
Okay. And what is the address, for the people?
It's in Studio City, California on Victoria Boulevard between Fullerton and Aurora. ArmaniWells.com. And for me, like fan stuff, BodyWells.com. But I'm telling you, every man out there needs to make an appointment. You save money if you fly to my store, you stay at a hotel, you eat out every night, the clothes you go home with, they're still safer.
So what would you have to say to all the people out there that's trying to be an entrepreneur, trying to run a store? You know what I mean? Especially like we said, you've been doing this over 30 years. I mean, that's something to be celebrating, you know what I'm saying, in itself,
I'd say do it and think about it later. I mean, seriously, just do it and think about it later. I opened my store with a friend of mine who I bought out after 6 months. I knew nothing about men's clothing other than my mom brought me to Young Man's Fancy to buy my dad every Father's Day. I learned on the job from my clients, from my customers. Did not know I had a brain for business till I started business. You don't know you're a pianist until you put your fingers on the keyboard. Do it and think about it later. I'm serious.
And Claudia Wells on the longest running hip hop video show, Let's Be Big. I want to thank you for being on the show. Such an honor. You know what I mean? The legend in this game, a legend. She needs to be celebrated. You know what I mean? More. You know what I mean? You already celebrate, so we just saying that.
My dog is celebrate me every time I walk into my house.
That's right.
But I want to just say one thing that's super important. My life verse is Romans 8:28. All things work together for good for those who love the Lord and were called according to His purposes. Don't worry about the bad stuff. Don't worry about the mistakes. God puts it all together for good.
That's right. No, go ahead.
I'm just saying, when we're in heaven, He'll explain the details. But in the meantime, He will work it all together for good. So stop with the regrets, stop with the bitterness, stop with the resentment, and let's just move forward and keep it going.
That's right, because especially the time that we're living in now, there's a lot of craziness. I mean, when you think about times from back then to now, what do you see as the change? Have you seen like a drastic change
Oh,
in things?
it's all biblical.
Yeah.
What's bad is considered good. What's good is considered bad.
Yeah.
It's biblical and it's very streamlined. So, I mean, I am most definitely not a perfect woman. I do what I can. I do my best, but God's grace, God's mercy, God's blessing.
That's right.
And He don't play. He don't play. I don't have to be mad at people who are bad because you know what? God handles it.
That's right. See, that's right. You know what I mean? Now, since you're on a hip hop show, I have to ask: have you ever listened to hip hop?
There was a dish I listened to. I can't remember their name. Dub was the guy.
Okay.
I grew up with opera, symphony,
Okay.
Simon and Garfunkel, Elton John. The
Classics right there.
so you'll have to introduce me.
No doubt, no doubt.
But I love the poetry of it.
Right.
I'm a poet.
So you know, like Jay-Z, like people like that.
Of her.
Right.
And there was a Simpson episode before Jay-Z Press, and it had a guy looking just like Jay-Z. So that's a whole other subject. I want to know how Simpsons knows everything in advance.
Yeah, right.
I have over 700 pens in my phone,
Okay.
and they're all about God, and they flow out of me. So if those were put to the music, that would be in hall.
That's right, and that's why we represent. We keep God first at everything we do. In hip hop, represent number one hip hop video show, Blessed Be Video Scratchman TV. We bring intelligent talk to hip hop. You know what I mean? And we interview all the legends. You give them their flowers. I want to say thank you for being on the show once again. You got any shout outs to anybody that's watching right now?
I, Casey, send you very, very, very much. My son, Sebastian John Heidemann Wells. Honored to be a mom, baby.
That's right, baby. We out every single week doing our thing. Tell them where they can get in contact with you and where they can check out all your stuff. And then wow.
The Claudia Wells on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. And TikTok is Claudia Wells Official. X is The Claudia Wells. YouTube, Claudia Wells. I need subscribers. I got 800.
Thank God, baby. All right.
Please. And then
And subscribe to my channel too. My man.
absolutely. ClaudiaWells.com and ArmaniWells.com. It has all the information. Oh, and I'm on eBay now. Armani Wells
Oh, okay.
LA.
Woo. Here we go, baby. We out. Peace.